Why is it that a woman's true reality is whatever she sees on TikTok or Instagram? Stick around. We're going to bat down on it.
I just want to tell you how I feel. I just want to keep.
Let's be honest, guys. 90% of these women, reality revolve around what they see on TikTok and Instagram, and also on other social media platforms. Most women cannot decipher the difference between reality and the real world. And in this unrealistic world, they can be whatever they want to be. They can be the queen of this world. They can make everything revolve around them. So whenever you get with them and start dating them and sometime marrying them, then guess what? They want you to feed into this fantasy. They want you to feed into some unrealistic expectation, because that's what they're going to put on you. Unrealistic expectations. They want you to give them affection, be protective. They want you to provide. They want you to show affection. They want you to make sure they're not bored. Make sure they keep that fire and euphoria and all that erotic stuff that you get on the first time you meet somebody. They want you to keep all this stuff going, guys, while working 12 hours a day and us having a side business. And that's unrealistic expectations. Because why? They sit there on TikTok, sit there on Instagram, and they watch all these people tell them what a man should do, what a man can do. They want you to lose your mental capacity, lose your ability to think, to love yourself, lose everything about you in order to fulfill their needs and their fantasies. Based on what? What they seen somebody say on these platforms. And to be honest, guys, it's a lot of beta boys on there, man, that they fuel this here, man, like that's like putting nitro on this in this thing. That's like putting nitro in this thing. And there they go. Women believe that. They take off with it. This is what a man has to do. That's all you hear. This is what a man has to do to make sure you're loved. This is what a man needs to do to make sure you stay. A man should always treat you like you're just such a queen, and he should always make sure that you're never lonely. You're always happy, guys. There's no way you can make a human being happy all the time. And women say that, oh, I don't have to be happy all the time. Well, tell me, what time do you not want to be happy? You say hey, listen, y'all say that they don't mind a man having flaws. Well, pick the flaws you want me to have. Pick which flaws you want me to have. See, that's the problem. They will say that they don't mind you having flaws, but they don't want to pick the flaws, or they want to choose the flaws. That's what I mean. They want to pick the flaws that you have. They don't want to accept the flaws, just like you got to accept their flaws. They want you to dang near kill yourself trying to please them. And whenever they get tired and what you're doing for them by trying to please them, by working your fingers to the bone, when they get tired of that coming from you, because that's what it's all about. It's not all the time what you're doing. It's a lot of the time who it's coming from. Because I guarantee you, that woman can go somewhere and settle for way less than what you're doing. And settle for way less. Why? Because of who it's coming from. It's because that feeling she get from the other person. Women got a bad habit. And this is, and I won't just say, I will say, it's mostly the modern day woman, is that they want to feel that in love feeling all the time. They love falling in love. They love falling in love, and they will compare that. Well, I don't want to say compare. That will equal to them as being in love, for lack of better words. In other words, they will say that I'm in love, but they're still falling in love, if that makes sense. They want the feeling of falling in love all the time. And to be honest with you, you're never going to have that falling in love all the time. It fades away. And the only way, guys, that you will ever give your woman that type of feeling is in increments. And I mean small little spark here and there. It's not going to be like the first time. The only way she will get that falling in love feeling, it has to come from another man. It has to come from somebody else. You can never give your woman that type of feeling, guys. And see, a woman wants you to give her that type of feeling. But the fact of it is, she's asking something from you that there's no way possible that you can give her. See, women put themselves in a trick bag all the time. And the reason why they put themselves in a trick bag is because they have too much freedom. Too much freedom with no accountability. Equals, don't get your ass in a marriage with them. That's what that equals up to. Don't get in a marriage with them. Because I'm going to tell you, that's what's going to end up happening. Because they have too much freedom with no accountability. And I know a lot of y'all beta boys going to argue and say, well, judges and courts are they're not particularly favoring women. That's a lie. That's a lie. And that lie don't give a damn who told it. That is a lie. Take your ass in the family court and see what's going to happen. That particular area means women and no accountability. That's nothing they have to pay for up in one day, turning your life upside down and decide to go be with somebody else. That's no accountability. Why don't men do that at a high rate? Why? Because we know we're going to have to pay for it. That's why we don't do it. That's why we don't file for divorce at a high rate, because society holds us accountable. And once women live in this unrealistic fake world, like living in the metaverse, where they're integrating the fake with the real, reality with non-reality, and these expectations. See, when I sit down and fantasize, I can make anything I want happen in my fantasy. But the problem is when I try to get out here in the real world, it's not going to work out like that. It's not going to work out like that. But they want, when they come out here in the real world and dealing with relationships and expectations with men, they want that reality to be real. They want that fantasy to be real. And guys, don't put yourself in that trick bag, because only thing you're going to do is you're going to get in there and you're going to soon find out that it's too much for you to handle. And then when it gets too much for you to handle, you're going to start to feel like you're trapped, because you know you can't hardly get out of it. You know what's going to happen if you decide to leave. You know. So why put yourself in there, guys? Anyway, until next time, peace.